Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Will Cartomancy Tarot. What I'm going to do for you guys is I'm going to do a special topics type reading for you guys. If you guys don't know, I'm also a pet psychic. So, what I'm going to do, guys, is I've noticed that a lot of people, when they get into new relationships, what seems to happen is that when a new boyfriend or a new girlfriend comes along, your dog seems to bark at them or whine at them or just get annoyed when they're there. And you're wondering why. Why are they doing this? Why is my dog doing this when my dog didn't do this with my last spouse or my last girlfriend or boyfriend? So, I'm here, you guys, to tell you the answer and to go on and just evaluate this situation for you and let you know the reason why. Okay, guys, I'm going to go on and get started. And this is for all astrological signs. And I'm going to go on and get started, guys, by examining the spread and just get a little tidbit of information on what your dog is trying to tell me. Okay, just looking at this here, it seems that, you know, your dog seems to be telling me that you seem to party all the time, and particularly when you invite your girlfriend or your boyfriend over and you ignore him or her. They just feel so alone, and it's like that you just don't show love for them, you know. And it seems that you're very talkative with your friends on the phone, and even with your friends when they come over, and you just totally ignore them. And the dog just feels sad in some way with regards to this situation. So let's go right along and get started with your reading here. And just go on and get started by looking at your first card here. Card one, that's the Three of Biscuit. And you guys, that represents the foundation, or represents your dog or his or her, nature, or what is kind of influencing, this inquiry there. And since we have that card showing there, that card shows that your dog is quite confident and very cheerful, and feel that the two of you can certainly, arrive at an agreement that's a win-win for not only you, for him or her as well. Okay? Let's move on to your second card here. It shows that, what's kind of surrounding, the physical environment, and how each is kind of influencing your situation. We have the Seven of Leashes there. So, you guys, this card is saying that your dog is kind of, saying that, your dog appears, like I said, when you have over your guests, they appear a bit lonely, and they kind of wants to kind of, they feel that you have been kind of holding them back from interacting with other dogs. And here she is telling me that, you know, they want to reach out and make more contact with other dogs, but you have appeared to be overprotected of them, and they're very lonely. They need to reach out and, explore new avenues and just get to know other dogs, and they want you to allow them to do so. Okay? Let's look at your third card. We have, there, kind of falling in that position is actually, the one of biscuits there. So it kind of says that your dog is kind of, telling me that you are not as generous as you used to be with them. It's particularly when your friends are over and he or she wants an extra treat, perhaps, he or she wants you to kind of, maybe, include them when your friends come over, and they want you to kind of teach him or her a new trick. Okay? Let's move on to your number four card, and just to see, what your dog kind of expect to happen out of this situation. And we have justice falling there. And that's kind of telling me that your dog sincerely wants you to apologize to them. And he or she is kind of telling me that you've been unfair lately, okay? And kind of only really have been thinking about yourself and your needs. And he or she wants you to kind of find another way to kind of deal with him or her, despite whether at times, he or she is kind of cranky or somewhat moody. They want you to really try to cultivate more balance, in your approach, particularly when your friends are over, and just, don't neglect them, okay? Okay, let's look at your outcome in the situation. We have the Seven of Biscuits. So your dog is kind of telling me, or is kind of asking you to kind of trust, his or her impression about, the people that you're bringing around them, because they're saying that they're growling because they feel that these people have something up their sleeves or they're very deceptive. And when they're growling, they're telling you because they're only there to kind of, you know, help you along. And, you may see them as being disturbing, but that's the main reason why they're doing it. And they're saying that whether you have dogs or not, you need to trust in their instinct. And guys, just looking at the card at the bottom that fell to the bottom, the run card, that card is suggesting to me that your dog really has a special talent that is kind of waiting to be unleashed, but you're not allowing this dog to flourish as he or she could. Perhaps you may want to enter him or her into a contest or something. This dog wants you to allow them to kind of move around and get out, and they don't want you to be as protected of them because they know what they're doing, but they also want you to know that they always have your best interests at heart. So you guys, this is what I have for you. Again, I am a pet psychic as well, and I, specialize more so in dogs, okay? So, again, if any of you guys ever need a reading or you're interested in having a more detailed reading on your situation, you certainly can contact me at WAT61073 at gmail.com. Do enjoy your day. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.